everybody, welcome to the stream today. This is our first time running Fortnite, and just to be honest, we're already in the action. Our starting lineup today is going to be Paul Toney, Jason Woodard, and Trent Stover. So we know Paul and Jason from our other games if you've watched our streams. However, Trent is a new one. Trent is a welding junior. That's his first year coming out here, and is specifically for Fortnite. So we're pretty excited to have him. We are streaming live here. Esports Ohio is also going to be streaming this, and they do it via Twitch. We're going to be watching Jason a whole lot today. He really impressed us with Valorant the other day. New season of Fortnite dropped. I know there's some issues going on with Fortnite in general, but one of the things that we are pretty excited about always here is competing. We are very competitive here at Collins, and we're ready to get it going.
I've never played this new map. I haven't played for seasons, so I really don't know much about Fortnite no more.
Right, I understand. This is our inaugural game here with Fortnite, so you're not the only one that has never seen this before. Fortnite is definitely not my forte, but I'm a little bit more of the Apex. I do play Apex every once in a while. I have tried Valorant. That's definitely not for me. But Fortnite's not my thing. It does look like this is build, from what I can gather. These guys are running around. They are in Evergreen Terrace, is what the map shows.
How many rounds are there in this, by the way?
We are doing 2 drops. So Fortnite rules are a little bit different. For Fortnite, it is 2 drops. It is the same point per elimination and points for placement. You got Paul popping some shots here, but the same thing. So realistically, we've got a lot more kids in these lobbies. I think we're looking at between 60 and 70 kids for a Fortnite lobby, so a lot more opportunity for eliminations. Yeah, you kids and your 6'7" jokes, but we have a lot more opportunity for elimination kills or elimination points. See Jason trying to make a push right here.
Now,
we really should have a pretty decent lobby or a pretty decent trio. So I'm excited for this also.
Now Paul and Jason, they flip flop. So Paul runs in on Apex, but Jason he takes what's the word I'm looking for? Like, he goes in for anybody.
On Valorant?
Yeah. Yep. And on Fortnite.
So
He
this is Trent's game.
Yeah.
Trent is the Fortnite kid. He came from Chesapeake. You see people getting shot at right here. Looks like an elimination there.
Paul.
He came from Chesapeake out here specifically to play some Fortnite. So we're going to switch right here to Trent. Trent has, it looks like 0 eliminations, 2 assists, 37 people in the lobby from what it looks like. Now, again, I'm a little bit rusty. There's people behind popping some shots here. I'm a little bit rusty when it comes to Fortnite. Hit for 22 and 45, but it's 200, right? Mm-hmm. 100 for shields and 100 for health. Apex is a little bit more variable, and I don't love the variability. I would rather be consistent, and it looks like this is what it is. So Jason's pushing here. We are going to bounce over to Jason. Jason pushing a duo. Jason with a knock. Nice knock there. He's got one of them firing back. There's the elimination. Jason pushing. Good job there by us. I will take that all day long. It looks like we're at 4 eliminations for the team. 1 by Jason. 3 by Paul. Paul looks like he's the one that's cooking right now. Jason popping more shots at somebody over across. Nice headshot. Using looks like a battle rifle.
They're all 3 doing really good at pushing as one team during this, yes.
So far they're sticking together, and you can see Jason down there in the comms. He's definitely communicating the way he's supposed to with the teammates. I don't love the fact that we're just chilling out in the middle of the road.
Yes.
I would say that. Even not knowing anything about Fortnite, I don't love the fact we're just chilling in the middle of the road. Jason throwing some, looks like shield potions to the teammates down. Something we're going to try today is here at Collins, we have lots of kids. Look at that. Somebody just hiding. We have lots of kids that are interested in playing the games, but when they don't get the opportunity to play or when even if they are not interested in playing, we have the opportunity for those kids to shoutcast. And today we've got Mr. Cody Estep back from last week. But what we're going to do with Fortnite is we're really going to rotate. So we have 2 drops today. We're really going to have 2 drops every Monday for every Monday of the season, that is, for quite a while. Looks like Jason popping some shots on him there. I sort of hate the fact that they're using those chainsaws as cars and boosts, but we're going to have a stream going pretty much every Monday of the season, and what we would like to do is, nice elimination by Jason, what we'd like to do is rotate our shoutcasters. So today we're going to be looking at Cody and Noah Cromer. Noah is a senior in the digital media program here. Cody's one of the juniors. So we do like to rotate. We like to get those guys on stream, on the camera, because that's what they're here for. So today we're going to rotate Noah in after the first match. So right after halftime, or right before halftime, we'll say bye to Cody, bring Noah in, and really be ready to go for that second drop. Back to the first drop here, though. It looks like we're doing pretty well. It's looking like we have 9 eliminations as a team. Trent's got 1 elimination by himself and 6 assists. Again, if I'm understanding the little pips under the map correctly, this would be my weakest game.
Yeah. How much time for each circle until they close?
It's variable from what I understand. Okay. So let's say you play Call of Duty. Call of Duty is going to be variable too. Oh, trying to get the elimination here. Ooh, Trent got knocked. This is not going to be pretty. We're going to bounce back to Jason. Taking a med kit.
Oh, both of them are dead.
It looks like we have 11 eliminations as a team. Jason looks like he has 4, and it looks like we have 7 otherwise. So Jason's got 4, Paul's got 1. That means, or shoot, Trent's got 1. That means Paul's pushing like 6 eliminations right here, which I love. Jason going to get out of there on his little chainsaw.
They look like they're helping him at least.
Ooh, he's getting shot pretty hard. He needs to get to the point where he's safe and can re-heal. Danger, falling food. He got his little shield potion. So each potion's worth 25 unless it's one of the larger ones. So he's got a half of a shield back here. Storm Eye shrinking in 1 minute and 6 seconds. Looks like we've got 20 people still left in the lobby.
There you go.
Paul and Trent look to be down. Jason, if you look at the top left, you can see the red in their names. Jason does look to be the last one. Now, something that I'm unsure of that maybe you can help me on is how do they reboot or how do they revive their teammates?
So there are there's vans on the map.
Hold on 1 second. Jason's pushed another team on accident, I believe. Not very happy. You can see him down there in that. And there we go. We are out, unfortunately. 8th place that time. So again, go ahead and answer. How do you revive your teammates here in Fortnite?
So there are vans you need to get to reboot cards. So necessarily you need to run up to like their tags. You have to collect them, and then you have to. Best way to do it is just build around the van, like squads can push you, everything like that. So, but it gives away your spot because it'll make a noise and it'll also make it on the map. And then it'll shoot up in the air like otherwise, and then they'll just respawn on top of the van. So, best way to do it is just for you to just play it smart. Because if you're the only one alive and you're getting pushed by 3 different people, that's
not really the best time to revive because then you're sitting duck, so to speak. So.
And you don't want to respawn your whole teammate on top of them and then get wiped.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's some good info here. Unfortunately, in the first game, we placed 8th, but it looks like we've got 11 eliminations going into round 2 or drop number 2. We are going to take a short break here, and then when we get back, we'll send Cody off and bring our next one on and maybe talk about some sponsors this year. So we'll be back here in just a few minutes.
Yes.
At Synergy, our main goal is to hire caregivers that are going to be caring, compassionate, reliable, and dependable. People want to live in their home. They want to be able to be at home where they feel comfortable. We need people to care for our loved ones. We need to know that they'll be there when they're asked to be there. The bathing, the cleaning up. That's where you need someone you can trust to help you with the day-to-day. I want to provide care exactly as I want for my own dad. Give us a call or visit our website.
Sometimes it's nice to be different, and we offer options like that too. We have designer options that just stand out among everyone else. When you're driving through your neighborhood and you want your house to just pop, we can bring that to you. And you'd be surprised at how affordable those options are. If you want a roof that just stands out in your neighborhood, call us now. We'll come out and give you a free estimate within 24 hours, and you can get the project moving with our amazing financing.
Welcome back to the stream, everybody. It's Mr. Ray here with Cody for another few minutes. We are finishing up that first match. There are still, looks like 8 people available. We finished 8th, and after checking, we had 7 team eliminations. So Paul had 2, Trent had 1, and Jason had 4 there. So Jason definitely seemed to be the one that was leading the pace.
Yes.
What do you think?
Jason did really good with rushing teams, but he also played it very smart. And they was also doing very good with just communicating as a team as well.
Agreed. And if you're watching, you saw that back in the stream, Jason looking into the camera at Jason. You saw him making sure he was communicating. One thing that stood out to me is, and if Jones wouldn't care in production there for us, just to pop up one of these screens here. So, like, you can look at a team that's currently literally hiding in the bush.
Yes.
So I don't love that for the game, and that's one of the downfalls of Fortnite. And he's moving, so you know it's a real guy. That's one of the downfalls of Fortnite as a battle royale style is they're gonna camp. They're gonna play a little ratty. And that's one of the downfalls to the system, the point system we use here at ESO, and this is one of the only downfalls in my opinion, is position is worth a lot. So if he camps in this bush until he's the second team up, and see, here we go, But if he camps in this bush until he's like the second team up, he's going to get 9 points just for playing ratty. And I don't necessarily agree with that, but sitting here and watching the last couple people, we've got looks like 7 people up in the match. Stormite is about to shrink. But this game's going to be over pretty quickly now, and the next shrink is about 45 seconds away.
A lot of people do on Fortnite as well. They love camping on the outline of the storm.
Mm-hmm.
They love
running
doing
with
that.
the circle.
Yes, but sometimes that could backfire. They could die because it backfires.
Well, and we talked about
lot.
it. We talked about it a little bit of Wednesday on Apex. Same situation. You don't really want to hover with the storm the whole time. You want to make sure that you're competing and doing what you need to do. Like right here, he's in the storm eye. He just died because he got stuck in one of those buildings. This guy's going to watch him. He's going to try to eliminate him. He's going to walk with the storm there. So I don't like builds. So you noticed, and you saw where we landed versus where the game's going to end. You noticed early on that the building was making a huge impact on who was getting eliminated, who wasn't getting eliminated. Like right here, you can see him through the building. You know where he's at, but the building's going to protect him. And unless you're just continuously laying fires, and then you give your position away.
Good knock right there.
Yeah, good knock by whoever this team is, but looks like we've got 4 players left in this game. But, like, the building's just protecting you, and I don't love that. That's probably one of the bigger reasons I never really got into Fortnite. But this is actually a trio. I believe.
Oh, it's a 1v1.
Yeah, now we're down to a 1v1. But we have in our area 6 different teams actually from our local area. We have 2 Dawson Bryant teams, and if you know anything about the area, you also know Colgrove. That's pretty much who they are. You've got one team from Chesapeake, which is sort of where we pull kids from on occasion. Being out here at Collins, we pull kids from both, honestly. We have, not Ironton, but Jackson, the Iron Men, have 2 teams. Wheelersburg has 2 teams for Fortnite in our lobby. So, I mean, we have lots of local teams here, and that makes it a little bit more interesting, a little bit better. That first match did wrap up. We are going to go to another break here in just a moment. But before we do, we want to say thank you to Cody. And we also want to say thank you to a couple of our sponsors. So this year with Collins and our esports team, we have several sponsors. We've got Austin's Ice Cream with 2 locations, one over in Canova, one in downtown Huntington at the market. We have Rick Epplin Paving, and we have Synergy Home Care, which is a newer business here in the local area in the tri-state. But we want to thank Cody for being on today. We're hopefully going to see him playing Wednesday. We'll see what happens with Apex, but that's the goal. Other than that, we'll have Cody back here, I think, for Valorant on Thursday. So,
thank you for having me again. It's been an honor.
Absolutely. And we'll go to a short break before our second Battle Royale drop, and we'll be back shortly.
At Synergy, our main goal is to hire caregivers that are going to be caring, compassionate, reliable, and dependable. People want to live in their home. They want to be able to be at home where they feel comfortable. We need people to care for our loved ones. We need to know that they'll be there when they're asked to be there. The bathing, the cleaning up, that's where you need someone you can trust to help you with the day-to-day. I want to provide care exactly as I want for my own dad. Give us a call or visit our website.
When you walk into this building, I hope that members can feel the mission the way I feel the mission. The ability for our team members to approach a member upon entering that lobby and welcoming them in a way that the physical layout of our old building just couldn't accomplish. Every single department is here for you. It's here for our members, and they're here for each other.
my family, service runs deep. My grandfather, father, uncle, and myself all wore the uniform. Like so many in our region, we answered the call. Where we come from, veterans from every generation live among us, men and women who stood strong. But even the strongest cannot defy time. At Synergy Home Care, we honor service with service, providing care exactly as a veteran deserves. Brothers in arms, brothers in care.
Welcome back to the stream, and as promised, we have digital media senior Mr. Noah Cromer. So, Noah, you weren't really involved in esports last year. Was it just because we didn't offer the Fortnite team?
It was more just it was that, as well as just I had a very busy schedule, and I just couldn't make room for it.
I understand. Trust me. We're very active, so being able to fit it in our schedule is tough. And some people may not know, but a lot of our kids have to work just to help out at home or whatever the case may be. So, well, no, it's really nice to have you today. You're a digital media senior. I'm just trying to do a little bit here before we drop in the next match. Sorry, a little bit of background. Is there a reason we chose digital media?
See, I was originally in networking, first started off my junior year, and after a while, I just kind of realized it wasn't really that much of an interest of mine. Like, it's amazing career, just awesome career goals, but ultimately, I feel like digital media and content creation and all that just kind of spoke more to me.
Okay, so speaking of content creation, what's some things that you stream? Do you stream?
On occasion, used to. I typically stream mostly whatever indie game I'm typically into. Like,
okay.
If I was streaming recently, it'll probably be something like Mega Bonk, but I've played games like Hades 2 and Balatro. Just
okay, so indie
games.
games, things that aren't necessarily in mainstream.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. So what interests you about Fortnite specifically?
It's always just been its unique art style compared to
more
everything
cartoony.
else. Yeah.
Okay. See, that's where you and I would differ, but that's okay. I'm more of I want it to be as realistic as possible. Like, you probably heard me over there while you were waiting, complaining about the chainsaws and the bushes that people are hiding in. But
definitely.
What do you think? What do you think about Fortnite as a whole, as a video game? Do you think that people are generally more campy or more aggressive?
Oh, absolutely campy. It's just, it's always like they start out really, really campy, and then the moment you try to, counter that, it's just, oh, hey, we're immediately going to start playing aggressive, and there's really, unless you're like really high skill, there's not much you can do.
Understood. Looking at, because you watched a little bit of the last match, or at least heard some of the conversations that were happening. What do you think about the competition side of things? Do you believe that it's more aggressive overall than what you would find in just a general lobby?
Very much, definitely more competitive, but I'd say not really aggression more as it is just overall to me toxicity.
Understood.
Because like you really aren't given much. I understand it's a competitive environment, but like you aren't really given much of a chance to grow. Because that's what esports is all about, is just getting better at the games you like.
Yeah.
That's ultimately what it is about. And you just aren't really given much of a chance to grow, especially when going up against people who, probably, you say, don't have jobs, who just kind of play games all day.
Yeah. I definitely understand that. I'm going to switch gears here. We are at 60 queued players. So last match we only had 53 drop. We're already at 60 queued players for this drop. But more importantly, if you've been watching, you saw Cody and now Noah both wearing our new esports jerseys. These are from Emerge Apparel. That is a company down in North Carolina. We've worked with their owner several times now, or through several conversations, and really designed the jersey the way we wanted it. I personally love them. I know Jones also does, but that's something that we are always looking for, is anybody who's willing to help sponsor or willing to do those things. We could always redesign year after year and maybe put a logo on there. So sort of dropping a line for anybody who's watching that might be interested in sponsoring the esports program, but is more like, well, I want more than just a commercial or more than just a little logo. We can even throw it on the jersey. Jones and I have talked about this several times, and honestly, Mr. Jones handles most of that, and he's an absolute amazing asset that we have here. He's, again, and I say it every time, he's the one that runs the streams. He's the one that sets everything up prior to streams. And then you have me, who just comes on the camera and has the easy job. So we really appreciate Mr. Jones here, as well as everyone else here at Collins that helps support. So we are about ready to go into drop number 2. We are 45 seconds away from the drop. We've still got the same 3 today. We've got Jason. We have, in order, we have Jason, Trent, and then Paul back there, being Paul.
Nonchalant.
Yeah, that's just how he is, really. We are now dropping in, so you're probably going to see Paul flip up real quick.
Oh, come on, Paul.
Yeah, Jason's going to get him. Trent's going to get him.
He is so.
And there
You gotta lock in, Paul. You gotta lock in.
Oh, he's locked. He's fine. And he finally decides, well, I better at least look at the screen. We laugh, but honestly, these kids are insane at the games that they're playing. We are going to focus on Jason's screen to start with here. Looks like we're going to land at a different location. Well, that sort of looks like the White House.
Mr. Burns' estate.
Huh?
Mr. Burns' estate. It's,
oh, my gosh. You know about The Simpsons?
I
have no idea. I've never watched The Simpsons. I've never played Fortnite. I couldn't tell you anything about it. But Jason did see somebody else land here, and he's probably, there's the push.
Oh.
Jason hitting him, and Jason with a quick knock. Nice little, let's get the elimination for the point. Reloading here.
Ooh.
There's teammate, it looked like. Still hear footsteps. No, Clokey is down.
Wow.
So Trent is down and eliminated.
That's not too late, because there's always a chance to get his reboot card.
Yeah, there's the reboot card. So now the thing becomes, do you push for a reboot? Do you leave the area? What really goes on here? I am going to rotate to, well, maybe not. Here's some action.
Ooh,
nice
ooh,
hit.
Almost down.
Yeah, hit him for what, 121 there?
Yeah, nearly got him.
Insane shotgun blast here. I was going to rotate over to Paul, but we're going to stick here on Jason. And
Uh-oh.
a hound's incoming.
Yep, this is the gimmick that this particular location has, is that there's a button somewhere that summons allies for whoever pushes it.
Yeah.
So, and it's really all about a battle of who gets there first.
Understood.
And
Paul pushed this Windows, so now we have Paul and Jason both together. This is the way we like to play. Ooh, nice knock. Go ahead and get that elimination. Good.
Yeah, these hounds can be quite annoying to deal with.
Well, that happens sometimes. These guys need to pop a couple shields.
Really looks like they're just holding ground right now, which, I mean, it's good enough.
Looks like they don't do anything for you but annoy you, so I sort of agree here.
I say they handled that excellently.
These guys always do.
That's something I've noticed about specifically Paul and Jason, that they're when working together, they are a well-oiled machine.
100%.
Like, I've seen plenty of teamwork and coming around, but I've never seen anything like that.
Looks like we are rebooting Trent here.
Ooh.
So Jason shielded himself, and as we were talking to Cody last game, I'm going to rotate the ball here. As we were talking to Cody last game, it makes a big noise or a big fuss whenever you reboot somebody. And actually, he's getting shot out of the air. He's going to land with about 38 health.
Yikes.
So we'll see how this goes. We'll rotate over that screen really quick so you can see. But getting shot from the top is what it looked like. But he's gonna come in with about 38 health. Now we're on Jason. The other two is going to move as a team, trying to find that squad that was attempting to eliminate him.
And they got some time because they are currently still within the circle, so...
Yeah, in my opinion, take your time here. Make sure he gears up, and you guys can stay healthy and push as that trio.
Swapping for the suppress is a good play, because obviously you don't want the people you're shooting at to know you're there until you shot them. So pretty good. Slurp barrel, partially damaging it, but not entirely breaking in case you need it for later.
One of the things that's sort of crazy to me is, like, if you were watching just a second ago, you saw Paul. He is going to go ahead and get it. You saw Paul eliminating, or I'm going to say breaking through the roof. So it's not, I don't know. This is where I would sort of disagree. I know you like the cartoony style, the almost cinematic gameplay. I'm more partial to the realism.
I get that. Like, I'm no stranger to the enjoyment of Call of Duty.
Jason bounced the wrong way.
Oh no.
That's okay. He'll catch up.
I've done that too many times. But I see where you're coming from with the realism of stuff like Call of Duty and kind of sort of maybe Apex, but
yeah. I would say Apex is closer to Fortnite than other stuff. So Jason sees somebody in the distance there, about 107 meters. He's going to pop him while Paul pushes. So we're going to bounce really quickly to Paul's. Paul's with the push here. He's trying to get that elimination.
Ooh, it's a Travis Scott.
Yeah.
They're going to be playing hard.
There's a nice knock. It's going to be the elimination. So I think we're at 2 team eliminations now, one by Jason, one by Paul.
And currently we only have 2 teams total in the match, or two eliminations total for our team.
Yeah, that's okay. Still a little early. By this time last time, I think we were about the same amount of eliminations. We're going to rotate back down to Jason. I have footsteps and gunfire. So Jason looks like he's going to be popping the building, while Paul looks like he's going to be the one that's pushing.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, Jason with a dirty little knock there. There's elimination. So now we're at 4. So I have figured out, and I'm going to sort of pat myself on the back here. If you look at the top right, the FARB is not assist like it is in every other game. That's total team eliminations. And Jason's right now sitting at 2. I think Trent is sitting at 1, as well as Paul sitting at 1.
Yeah, that's the little thing about Fortnite is now anyone correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think Fortnite counts assists. I think it's just
straight eliminations.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's where I'm a little bit rusty, and we sort of talked about it.
I don't agree with it myself. Just like as we just saw, like my biggest contention with Fortnite is the building. I cannot stand building in Fortnite. It just makes it feel all too messy.
I get it.
Anytime I play, I'm always in 0 build. It just feels better.
Understood.
Oh,
we are going to rotate. They were fighting somebody there called Mo.
The bartender.
The bartender.
Yep. And
they did end up, Paul, if you were watching, did end up putting a few shots on a random that was in there. Looks like we're about 33 up. You hear the footsteps there. Falling donuts over on the left.
Yep.
Somebody down right there.
He can pop him and potentially get the elimination count. But yeah, it's
You
probably
see everybody back behind. They're being pushed by the storm, by the circle. This is Jason with a push right here.
wow, somebody.
Somebody
still
back
in the
behind
storm.
in the storm. Yep.
Ooh.
You just want to put some sort of shot on them so you get the credit for the elimination there.
At least put on the heat. So
Yeah. Maybe pop a shield, make the storm eye do a little bit more damage. Looks like Trent is still behind the one shooting at him. Now it looks like they're all moving together. In order, we've got Jason, Trent, and Paul there, as you saw. And then, again, shout out to the Collins Auto Collision, the Collins Welding, the graphic design team, everybody who made that logo back there that you see a lot closer today, very possible. So we're very grateful and very appreciative here with that stuff. We always work as a team and do the best of our abilities. So
yeah, that's one thing I will say I really do like about Collins. It feels a lot more closer than at least from my personal experience, the home school itself.
yeah, 100%. I would agree with that statement. See, now these guys are in the storm eye. Does it move faster every time?
I'm not actually sure. Sometimes it feels like it, but sometimes it almost feels slower. So
Okay.
I think it's more or less just a placebo effect.
Understood.
Going out, feeling honestly pretty exposed right now. Because
Oh my gosh, hit him for 40 at that distance is a little bit
Yikes.
crazy. Another 20, another 40.
yeah, that's the power of the gold weapon right there.
60 that time. He's just
Yep.
being annoying. Oh, there they are. So
Ooh.
these guys are definitely going to push this. It looks like a solo back here behind. Jason hitting a little bit of a power up, it looks like. Oh, nice down by the guys.
Not
Go
really.
ahead and get the elimination. Now we're sitting at 5 team eliminations. I would assume he was running towards a teammate somewhere.
Yeah, because if a little known fact about Fortnite is if someone is truly solo and none of their team members are alive, if you down them, they just die.
Yeah, instant elimination. Yes, sir.
So that means
Nice 40 there. See, to me, I would be pushing this as a trio. And there Jason goes communicating with the guys. He's going to have one of them probably continue to suppress, continue to pop fire. Ooh, and
yeah.
he bounced back.
pushing with the chainsaw. Yeah, I can see the process.
Jason's trying to get in front of him. Oh. What a show. Just insane there. Now we're again at 7 team eliminations.
I'm pretty
This
sure you
time
can
it feels like we're a lot more comfortable.
Yeah. They have, I think they have all just kind of connected at this point.
Good. And the more these guys play together, the better off we will be. We do want to apologize for last week. We were supposed to have Fortnite week number 1, and we just couldn't do it. It wasn't our fault. Esports Ohio had a major update with Fortnite because they had to redo all the lobbies. Lobbies went from a max of 100 to a max of 80, and that made them redo most of the lobbies. Here in Central Southeast, we are okay, but a lot of those northern schools, we have a duo we're shooting at, but a lot of those northern schools have maybe 5 or 6 different Fortnite teams. So
It's kind of sad, honestly.
Jason's still popping shots, eliminating those walls. This is where you get a little bit dizzy if you're not used to it.
Yeah, it's just another thing I don't particularly care about Fortnite. It's just, especially when building, you just kind of have to essentially be able to turn on just pretty much a dime. It's
Jason going to push here. Jason with a knock. So this is where Jason becomes the Paul of Fortnite. Oh, one more, and there it is. Now we're at 10 team eliminations. I think Jason's sitting at 5 personally. 3 for Paul and 2. Yep, 5-3-2 right here. Trent with 2.
global 10, so
Total of 10. We still have 19 people up, and we can't see placement until the end of the match. So we're still sitting with 19 up, and that includes us, so we're at 16 other people.
Supporting by dropping the bullet. Ooh, and somebody trying to get a reboot off, so...
These guys are going to be pushing that reboot, I believe.
Yep.
There he is going up. Looks like Jason was trying to cap him off there.
Did fail the reboot, though, so that does mean that...
He's a solo or
yep.
a duo still, not a whole team.
Oop.
Good little catch there. Jason's sitting at 70 shield and 90 health. Does your health regenerate or no?
Nope.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Looks like a snipe.
Yikes.
Jason is down, and the team is pretty far away here.
Uh-oh, that means somebody was prepped.
We are getting a reboot here, and I'm... it does look like Paul, because Trent is out.
Trent's down. Oh,
here
and
comes the vehicle.
Yep. Another
Jason
thing.
down again, so it looks like we're going to be on Paul here for a minute. We are going to switch over to his screen so we can see. And now here's Paul hiding in a bush.
Oh, no.
And you see him sort of laughing about it back there.
Oh, uh-oh. Yep, he got spotted. And I think that... Ooh,
It
yeah,
might be
that's,
about
yeah,
it here.
that's. I think that's... And he might be able to make a comeback. He does have a chug. But something tells... Yeah,
Nope.
there it was.
There's a 7th place finish, and it looked like 11 eliminations that time.
Hey.
So a much better elimination game there. Finished with about 11 eliminations over the 7 that we had in match number 1. So match number 1, we were sitting about 9 points. We should be sitting about 13 points for this game, giving us about 22 for the 2 drops. So we'll have to wait and see where everybody else finished with eliminations and stuff like that. Paul with 4 eliminations and 8 assists. Jason with 5 eliminations, 6 assists. And Trent with 2 and 3. So we are going to go on a slight break here, and then we'll come back and we'll send you guys off for the day.
At Synergy, our main goal is to hire caregivers that are going to be caring, compassionate, reliable, and dependable. People want to live in their home. They want to be able to be at home where they feel comfortable. We need people to care for our loved ones. We need to know that they'll be there when they're asked to be there. The bathing, the cleaning up, that's where you need someone you can trust to help you with the day-to-day. I want to provide care exactly as I want for my own dad. Give us a call or visit our website.
Sometimes it's nice to be different, and we offer options like that too. We have designer options that just stand out among everyone else. When you're driving through your neighborhood and you want your house to just pop, we can bring that to you. And you'd be surprised at how affordable those options are. If you want a roof that just stands out in your neighborhood, call us now. We'll come out and give you a free estimate within 24 hours, and you can get the project moving with our amazing financing.
Welcome back here at Collins. We are going to send you off here in just a moment. But beforehand, we want to thank everybody again. I'm going to start with our kids. So I want to say thanks to Jason, Paul, and Trent for being able to compete today. Thanks for Noah, Cody, and then behind the scenes we had Isaiah today. As always, Mr. Jones, Paul cutting in front of the cameras. We want to thank everybody for watching. We want to thank our supporters, Austin's Ice Cream, and Rick Eplin Paving, as well as Synergy Home Care. But again, thanks to everybody who watches. Thanks for all the support that we get. And we will be streaming on Wednesday. Should be Apex again. On Wednesdays, we have Apex and Smash. Thursdays, we've got Valorant. So hopefully you tune back in and see us 2 more times this week. So we appreciate it, and we will see you next time.